First video back, kinda. Am I really gonna stick around? Who knows? Hi, hello, my name's Lucky Hell. I think I need to shave. Okay, so I just shaved my one armpit because tattooed, don't have to there. Hello, my name's Lucky Hell. Oh, don't judge me too much on the name. YouTube isn't a big supporter of non-Christian words, and even though hell is like the most Christian word ever, apparently it's gonna cause me some grief with the algorithm, so I've been playing around with different names. If you're an old subscriber who's been like, what the hell has been happening with this channel, it's been private, not private, let me know what you think my name should be. Maybe I should just keep it as Lucky Hell because that's what people know me as on Instagram and stage and so on. But I basically wanted to say hi and that I'm gonna try and start making videos again. And the reason I stopped is because I found it really hard to do the whole putting on makeup and talking at the camera as if what I have to say matters or makes a difference. It's really hard to believe that when you have my views on everything and yourself. But I did think that this would be a great way to keep interacting online, which isn't just doing photo shoots and stuff, which isn't really my bag anymore. And of course I'm going to be performing in circus going forward when the world goes back to whatever normal we're going to have. But in the meantime, I've had some opportunities to do some cool projects with people and just like creative stuff, and it really made me think about doing YouTube again and filming some of it, especially the travel that I do and the opportunity to film so many different things and interview people. So basically when I wanted to do YouTube again, I thought I would come back and do like a really down-to-earth kind of holistic approach to my channel, which is what I tried to do in lockdown. And although that is a huge part of me, I think it's a little bit too personal to actually share online. I realized that although I don't love putting on loads of makeup and being like, hi guys, blah 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 blah, I'm a talking head, what I say really matters, because I don't think that. I also don't want to put like really personal things on the internet or talk about stuff that's really close to me, like spirituality, only because for some reason if it's too close, if it's too personal, it feels too precious to kind of monetize, for lack of a better word. Not that this is monetized at all, but eventually that would be the idea. And anytime you create content, you're kind of monetizing it, because time is money. So even if you don't make any money off the stuff that you're doing, it costs you time, which is the most precious commodity that we have. So I started to think, like, what can I film that isn't too close to home but is something I'm interested in and is something that people like to watch on my channel. So I went back over my old channel videos, and definitely the stuff that you guys or whoever used to watch my videos was interested in was tattoo stuff. And I did think that tattoos is probably a thing that is close enough to my real life that I am not forced to talk about something I don't give a shit about. But it's not too close that it's so personal that it can become emotional or just feel too raw to talk about on a platform like YouTube. And then I thought about all the traveling that I do, because I've always wanted to incorporate my travel into YouTube, but I find it really difficult to film travel vlogs. Like, I just seem to film a lot of moving content and then static thing. I feel like I need a lot of work on my cinematography to make any kind of good travel videos, but it's definitely something I'd like to work on. And then I thought about the tattoo side of it and how many amazing people I get to meet when I'm traveling, and all the tattoo artists that I know around the world and all the cool tattoo studios. And then I started thinking about interviewing those people. So I want to kind of bring you videos that are all about tattoos and how tattoos influence my life and other people's lives, and you know, give some fun content on how to pick the right tattoo artist and different kinds of things to look out for based on what style of tattoo you want. Maybe do some profiles on different styles of tattooing, and then interview all the amazing, interesting, talented, worldly, open-minded, incredible people that I meet when I'm traveling. And so many people have tattoos. So many of my friends are tattoo studio owners or tattoo artists, and I think that they would make really interesting people to interview. People traveling the world, doing the thing that they love, sharing art and learning and expanding themselves. And who knows, maybe it would turn into interviewing other artists and branching out into other forms of art and travel. But I thought this was a good starting point. Another reason that I thought tattoos would be a good thing to talk about is because I recently got an opportunity to work with a new laser company, Nama Studios in London. Now, I've been talking and kind of planning with them, work with them for a long time before they even launched the company, and I wasn't allowed to speak about it because obviously they hadn't launched yet. And we decided that we were going to remove a pretty big tattoo for me, a big colourful piece to showcase how amazing their new technology is and what a different kind of treatment that they can offer compared to the best lasers that are around, which is like the Picasso lasers, which are known to be like the #1s, but they're really bad at removing colour. And I have a lot of colourful tattoos, and the tattoo that I wanted to remove is like quite freaking colourful and large, and it would be a really good kind of advertisement for their technology, and it would be a really good chance for me to be able to work with someone and get a really large tattoo removed that would be hard for me to afford if I just did it like on my own. Especially with an old school laser, it would take so much longer, and it is just the amount of money it would cost would be insane, whereas it'll be so much faster with Nama. And of course we've made this little partnership, which makes it obviously kind of a work thing for me. So but it's going to be really cool for me to see a new side of my body, and it's going to be really cool for them to be able to show this really tattooed person with this really colorful large main piece basically completely removed. That's kind of what we're going for. So that was one of the catalysts for restarting YouTube and focusing on the tattoo kind of thing. I was definitely traveling around and you know, going to Finland last year and seeing UC and the studio and other friends who have studios there, and I just thought, wow, what an opportunity to be able to interview these people and chat to them and do like a little profile on all the work that they've done and what they offer the world in terms of body modification and tattoos, because it is really, we've really come a long way. I mean, I remember getting books like Modern Primitive and, you know, being on BME Zine when it first was around, when the internet was first around, you know, and anyone who knows those terms will know exactly what I mean. And it was such a eye-opening experience to realize, like, wow, people are really taking charge of their bodies and how they look and how they feel, and it has a very deep-rooted history throughout traditional cultures and throughout history in general as humans. And what an exciting ability to be able to access this information and see that I'm not the only one that wants to change my body. And since then we've come so far in what we offer and what's available and the quality of the studios. I mean, it is just insane. And I think it's so cool that now tattoos and piercings aren't considered like hack job, back shop job stuff things, that it's like dirty and you're gonna get a disease, and it's, you know, I mean, you've got tattoo studios that have piercing collections worth like $50,000 easily just on the front table, and they can sell up to $20,000 worth of jewelry in a month. And that's just the piercing side. And then the tattooing side, I mean, we've come so far with everything to do with tattooing and vegan inks and all the different kinds of ways to keep things sterile and people safe. And I mean, most tattoo studios and piercing studios are using hospital grade autoclaves, which is what they clean the instruments to do surgery with. That's what they're cleaning the instruments to do things to people's bodies just for fun, which is very cool, and it's a very cool evolution. And I think that got me thinking, like, this is something I really care about and is really prevalent in my life because of all the people I know that are involved in it, and of course myself, I'm still getting tattooed, pierced, and sometimes other things. So yeah, that's kind of the reason. If you think this is a good idea, please drop a comment. Please share my video on somewhere if you think people would like to know that I'm kind of doing videos again. Don't know how regular I'm going to be. I'm going to try and be a little bit better at making the videos so I can edit them really fast, and not be ashamed to wear makeup so it looks good, and also not worry too much if I don't look perfect and don't sound perfect. And I just want to have fun and kind of bring some entertainment and information and meet some really cool people in the world of tattooing. Of course, my first video has got to be the first steps of this tattoo removal, because I did go down to London as it was work. I was kind of allowed to start the tattoo removal process, and I did film it. So my next video is going to be a little bit about why I'm removing a tattoo, what it means to want to remove a tattoo. So that'll be my next video, and hopefully you guys like this idea and this is a good idea. Let's see. The setup's going to change. This is very boring. I just had to do something, so I actually filmed this video because I've been procrastinating a lot because it makes me nervous, because Maybe I'll do a video on why it makes me nervous. I'm really sweaty right now. I'm wet. Okay, bye. Please subscribe.